Hello everybody, Velina here. It's day 98 of Authentic Transformation, and in today's video I would like to share with you 3 words which I believe you should change. I believe that you shouldn't use those words in your life, or even if you do use them, immediately turn them around. The reason I made this video about the words is because I believe that as much as words don't matter in a way, as much as our actions and what is in our hearts matter, the words that we're using in your life, in your communication, are very important, because every word has a certain energy, especially if it's mixed with an emotion. And every word, it's a kind of music as well, not just for the person on the other side, but for you. So whatever you say, you hear it with all your body, and these waves that come from your voice has a power. Sometimes not so good, sometimes good, really depends. It's a complicating thing, because you have the words, you have the emotion, the state, the tone of your voice, and all the rest of it. But in today's video, I'll give you 3 words that I believe you should, in a way, avoid using and gradually replace them with a different word. The first word is the word mistake. Now, the first thing I want to share with you is, of course, a quote that you've all heard many times and or read many times, which says that there is no mistakes in life, there's only blessings or lessons. So no matter what is happening in your life, and no matter what is to do with, it could be with something with your relationship, it could be a relationship that you maybe thought it was a mistake. But how about if that you actually turn that relationship into a lesson instead of looking at it into a mistake? Lesson is something that enriches you and empowers you and increases your knowledge. I can tell you a very quick personal example. In 2010, the company that I was working for went bankrupt, and even if I saw all the signs towards the end of it, I never really started to look for another job. I was just kind of really, in a way, at the time I thought I made a mistake not looking for another job, because looking, all my other colleagues around me were looking for another place to work and another opportunity to take. So in a way, I could have said this is a mistake. But if it wasn't for that to happen, I would have never got involved in internet marketing or start looking for setting up my own business. And at the time, even if you get the down feeling for a while and you feel like everything is falling apart, at the end of the day, when I look back on it now, it's one of the best things that happened. Because no matter what I do now, no matter what opportunity I take or what I do, I know that I'm completely and 100% in control and capable of moving forward, of regardless what happens, because unless that company has gone bankrupt, I don't think I would have ever leave it, which is in a way ridiculous, but this is how it happened. So the first word, like I said, was the mistake. Replace it either with a blessing or the word lesson. And the second word is the word but, B-U-T. I do that an awful lot, and I used to do it even more so. Whenever people online, especially on Facebook, see that I'm a vegan and I do a lot of recipes which include loads of fruits and vegetables, and I'm interested in health and wellness, they come to me and offer me different products to sell, different supplements or magic, berries and magic drinks and all the rest of it. And I used to answer to them with a very simple one sentence. Thank you very much for your message, but I'm not interested. And that was it. I never got a reply from them, never got really anything after that. But then, quite some time after that, I started to replace the word but with the word and. And I started to saying, thank you very much for your offer. And for the people, and for some people, this might be good. I believe in a different approach. I never really started telling them that, but I'm not interested or anything like that. And every time, what I noticed that every time I said a message like that, I got a response and I got a conversation with that person. And as we all know, online, especially on Facebook, all it takes sometimes is to start a conversation. And instead of putting the word, but I'm not, and all that, just saying no in a positive way can also help you. Or even in your own everyday stuff that you're doing, instead of saying, but I don't want to go there, or but or this or that, replace it with the word and. This will immediately open you in a different way, but it's kind of closed and sort of stuck, and nobody wants to be stuck and overwhelmed. So that's the second word. And the third word is more of a phrase. The phrase is, sometimes I used to say, that's not true. So instead of saying that's not true, and I started to say, that's interesting. Tell me more about it. You see, that word, that's not true, that whole phrase, sometimes for some people could sound maybe like an attack. It's not really to them personally, but to what they believe, sometimes people. Because what's true for one person is not necessarily true for you. So once you really realize that and get used to it and you're happy with it, whenever you hear opinion different than yours, instead of saying, that's not true, if you just say, that's interesting, tell me more about it, you will immediately again open the conversation, and the other person will be curious, and you will be curious, and you can perfectly disagree with them without telling them that what they believe is not true. Because what's true for them, it's maybe not true for you. It's not for you to decide, it's for them to find out one way or another. You're only here to maybe encourage them and help them and educate, or whatever it is you feel at this particular moment you would like to do. So I highly encourage you to look into those words. And it is very important for you to gradually become aware and become conscious of when those words are actually helping you. Because as much as they're helping you, they will also encourage you in your own life, in your own challenges, in your own tasks that you would like to complete. Say, for example, even if you just imagine yourself saying, I want to be healthy, but I ate such and such. Instead of saying, I want to be healthy, and I ate such and such. Just that immediate change of energy, that immediate positive, open mind word can absolutely transform your mood, because the energy that you put into your words, you put in it on yourself. And the more positive and productive words you use, the more positive and productive you're going to be. Well, of course, I don't always mean to be completely positive, because that's not real, but just be real. You don't have to be putting yourself in a situation where you feel overwhelmed. So I hope that video was helpful to you. As always, thank you so much for watching my videos. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. I also will be interested to hear from you if you have any words that you feel in your life that you have changed and that you think that can actually be replaced with other words. Or also give me a suggestion. Is there any other word that you find yourself using over and over again? I would love to have a conversation with you on those. Thank you once again, and I'll talk with you tomorrow. Bye for now.